Hi everybody and welcome back to NorCal Slot Car Scene. Today we're going to take a look at a new car in the HO scale world, and it's from a company that everybody knows, AFX Racing. AFX has been around for quite a while and they make a lot of great products. I think they're primarily known for their sets. You'll see these at the various hobby shops and some of the big box stores and so forth. They make some great cars, and it's a great introductory way for anyone to get into slot car racing, whether it's in 32nd scale or 1/64th/HO scale. Recently, they've come out with some great enthusiast cars, the Shelby Mustang GT and the ZL1 Camaro. So they're really bringing out cars that are very nicely detailed for the size that they're limited to in the HO scale world. But there hasn't been much in the way of race cars. They have currently a couple of Indy cars or Formula cars, generic, without actual liveries on them, and they run great. We run them in Northern California at a couple different places. They just lack something because they're, like I said, they're just generic liveries. In the past, they've had some actual liveries. These came out in around 2008 or so. They have the Aussie Vineyards Will Power car, and they have the Paul Tracy car from Forsyth Racing. So they have had cars with actual liveries in the past, but not much recently. They have had the Formula N series, which is kind of like the Formula E, kind of a generic-looking car. Not my favorite car in the AFX line. They've made some great stuff, and I'm not sure how this is selling, but definitely not my favorite car of what they've produced recently. But we just got some news in the last week or so that's really exciting. Formula One cars. They've announced an Alfa Romeo. So this is an actual livery. Alfa Romeo, a licensed from Alfa Romeo Formula One car, contemporary, current. I think this is a 2023 livery, so it's not from the past. It's definitely a current liveried car. The pictures that we have from it are really good. The car looks really nice. It's got all the features on it. It's got the halo. You can see here in the front, it's got the carbon fiber on the wings, both front and rear. You see the halo with the camera on top of the halo. In the back, you see the Alfa Romeo logo. And like I said, this is a fully licensed car. Will there be more licensed from other manufacturers? Hope so. Don't know. Maybe there'll be some other generic F1 cars, but this is going to be coming out very soon. We don't have a lot of details on it just yet, but we do know the chassis is the standard Mega G Plus, which is great. The Mega G Plus cars run fine. They're great for home sets because they run so well. They're not the absolute fastest HO cars out there, but these cars can be hopped up with various wheels and tires and motors from companies like Viper and so on. So it's a great platform to start with, and they're very easy to drive as far as HO magnet cars go. They have shown the packaging, and that shows that there are two liveries going to be initially available. The number 77 Valtteri Bottas car and the number 24 car of Zhou Jianyu. As far as release date, I'm hearing a lot of rumors on the internet, but it looks like approximately March 2024, so that's only a couple weeks away. So hopefully we'll see these cars in a few weeks landing at dealers near you. How does this compare to the real car? Well, actually it looks really good. When you look at the proportions of this car, given that they have to wrap this around the Mega G Plus chassis, it looks awfully good. Notice the wheels. You don't typically see this in an HO car, actual wheels that look like the real car, other than just generic looking wheels. So they've done a great job with this. Again, you see the halo, the wings front and back. So it's a really good looking car, given the limitations they have putting it around an HO chassis. So I think AFX has definitely knocked it out of the park. They've brought out some great cars recently, the Corvette C8, the Ford Mark IV, and now the Alfa Romeo F1 car. So we're looking forward to great things from AFX. Hopefully they'll come out with different liveries for this car, whether they're actual licensed liveries or even some generic liveries. So it'll make for a great series at your HO track. So thanks everybody for watching. This is Jim Rose with NorCal Slot Car Scene, and we'll see you at the racetrack.